Hey guys, I wanted to do just a quick little video to let you know about just something incredibly, amazingly cool that's happened in my life because of doing all of this inner work. There is a friend of mine who I dated a couple of years ago for a few months, and and we stayed like really close friends afterwards. But I think like so many of us who grew up with parents of that are untreated borderlines. Excuse me, I totally have to itch my nose. um, is that we tend to hold on to relationships or want those relationships to fill those like places in us that we often are hurting, which is which is love, which is our self-love, and things like that. And so for the last 2 years, my friend and I, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so itchy. It's still the allergies. For the last couple of years, my friend and I have just really grown super close. But it's just never been on the table to have anything romantic happen, of course. And for me, like, I've been so grateful for this relationship because it's been an incredible tool and challenge in my life, and support, of course. But part of the challenge that I really wanted to do with this relationship was to grow as a person and be able to see how can I not give in to my tendencies, which have been to become kind of codependent, to always hope for this person to change their mind or change or whatever that we tend to do when it comes to relationships, of like, oh well, but you still like me and you're still here, so let's just hold on to that for and maybe hope that things will change. Where it's like, honestly, what that just means is I'm just repeating those patterns with my family of the rejection that I felt from them, of like, oh well, if I continue to be rejected by this person for what I truly want, like then someday, he and I overcome that, like then that'll like justify what happened to me in the past with my parents and all that kind of stuff that we do with ourselves. It's that inner self devaluing, abusive junk. And what happens is when we continue to give into that stuff, what happens is we do miss out on great people in our lives. Like I love my friend. Like he's just a rock in my life. He's so supportive, and and he is such a great part of my life, and I don't and so I really wanted to grow as a person so that I would not screw that up. you know, and do what I've done in the past, which is, hope that it will turn into a romantic relationship, and it doesn't, and then I get all super disappointed and upset and hurt and heartbroken, and I sing the damn song I sung for years of like, poor me, I'm a victim in love and life, and no man will ever love me for who I am, and blah 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 blah. Oh, I hated that mindset. So anyway, so for the last couple of years, what I've just really been focusing in on is developing myself personally and really learning to love myself and go, you know what, my love comes from within me and like my relationship with God and such. But my friends and my family do not carry the responsibility of me feeling loved. I carry that for myself. And I'm going to trust in loving myself and nurturing myself and trust that God, or the higher power, whatever you call it, is here for me too. And if I just really focus in on that, then whatever love or whatever happens in my relationships, I can be free and accepting of them. So anyway, yeah, so I've been doing a lot of work on that, which is cool. And just recently, in the last like couple of days, I discovered from my friend that he started dating someone, and yay, and what was so great about it is, unlike any other relationship with a guy that I've had in the past, um, I really was at peace about it. Like I really was genuinely like okay about it, wasn't upset. I was really like, like good for you. And I think the reason why is truly because I'm starting to really experience that love within me. And I think that with that love comes faith and hope and trust that, higher powers, that myself, you know, that I'm going to receive what I want someday. I don't want a guy who I've been, just friends with, who's, not interested in me enough to want something romantic. Why would I want that? I want a guy who goes, hot damn, you are it, and such. And of course, too, like, there's so many options and there's so many opportunities out there, and there's so many new men or people, and I need to be out there meeting them, and I am now, which is so great. And yeah, there's a couple of guys I'm flirting with, of course, and one that I'm grabbing coffee with soon and stuff like that. Like, it's really cool. Like, but honestly, like, it just feels so healthy and so right and so mature and so freeing to live this way. And it all starts with just this practice and daily pursuit that I've had of loving myself and valuing myself and taking actions out of that, as opposed to going like, well, look at the people in my life, do they love me, or does my job give me fulfillment? Look, nothing is going to give us fulfillment except for what's inside of us first. And so, yeah, so that's my encouragement to you, is to if you're struggling with relationships like I have been, where you're and you're feeling a little needy, feeling a little bit like a victim, or things like that, is to really like look inward and instead like work on loving yourself first and taking care of yourself first and valuing yourself first. And that takes time. It does not happen overnight. I still have a ways to go. I'm not done. But I'm making amazing breakthroughs now. And I think it's because it's taken, I've been putting in the time and stuff. So, anyway, that's my encouragement to you guys. So, I hope you have a great day. Bye.